Howdy, howdy, rowdy, bowdy. Hey, everybody. Um, Another video from old Beijing, China. I'm gonna try and start focusing on the camera instead of on the screen down here where I can see myself. I'm gonna start looking up here and just talk. Um, Crazy week. Crazy 2 months. 2 months exactly that I've been in Beijing now. Um, Everything's going really well. I got paid this week for the first time. Thank God. Went on a little bit of a shopping spree, but not too bad. Got some really cool stuff, but not too much. In moderation. That's the key. I made myself a budget and all this stuff. Everyone should be really proud because everyone knows how hard that is for me to do. I just got back from having uh, drinks with two new good friends of mine that I've known for about a month, I guess. Kat and Ryan from Oregon. Ryan was displaced from Katrina and ended up in Oregon, and now they are fiancés, which is very cool. Um, I've got the sniffles again. Um, Holding up my microphone. I guess I don't really need to. Um, it's sunk in finally the fact that I'm far away from all of my friends and family and all this stuff, and it's hard, but at the same time, I think it's a good year, and it will be a year for those who have heard me talk about Beijing indefinitely. Um, it is now definitely going to just be a year. Um, I'm not sure where I'll land after that, but I will be leaving Beijing in September of 2008, which doesn't seem that far away. Even though it's a full year from now, it doesn't seem all that far away. I'm happy. I'm healthy, except for the sneeze, the sniffles, the whatever. I'm in bed right now. That's why I look like I'm naked, because I'm in bed. And AKA, all the sheets in China are very feminine. I guess guys don't have sheets. I don't know, but this is like the most masculine pattern I could find, and it's like bubbles and circles and things like that. I got this new webcam just this weekend. It's fantastic. Hopefully the quality is a little bit better. From what I can tell, it's a little bit better than this old puppy that I used to use. Looks like an eyeball, doesn't it? Isn't that creepy? It's like, where? I'm getting loopy. It's about 11:31 p.m., which is 10:30 a.m. for y'all on it's Sunday here, so it's Sunday morning there, but Sunday night here. I have mastered the art of time travel, and here I am in your future, talking to you from a day that you have yet to live in. Creepy, isn't it? Um, all sorts of stuff, but nothing huge, but all sorts of fun things. I'm going camping on the Great Wall in September. My new kindergarten is awesome. It's very like well put together, very organized, good. It's There's six English teachers in the school. Two of us are foreigners. My roommate Richard from Canada, and me. And then there's four Chinese English teachers. And so we have like our own small little department, and we help each other do lessons, and we tell each other like what we think we can do better, and it's all constructive and very friendly and all this stuff. Um, my kids are great. I teach K1, K2, K3, and K4. There's 4 years of kindergarten in China. You start when you're 2 and you go until you're like 6. So I teach one of each and two of some of them. I teach 6 classes a day, two 30-minute classes and four 20-minute classes. And then I do outdoor activities with them, like play games like dodgeball and running around and all that fun stuff. And there really isn't all that much to report that's incredibly different. Just like I'm getting a little bit different mindset towards people, being a lot more appreciative for what I have in the States, like personal liberties, personal freedoms that I have, that here I have because I'm American, but if I were Chinese, I wouldn't be able to exercise them as freely and openly and wonderfully, liberally as I can in the States. It's just very confusing. Like this is I'll run through a typical trip downtown because I go downtown every weekend to stay at Brian's. Um, and this is like a typical journey. I walk down out of my building and to a bus stop where I catch the 714 to Fu Ching Men Station, which I thought was the nearest subway station, but according to Cat and Ryan tonight, it's not. So I'm going to investigate. But anyway, I jump on the 714 bus. It takes about 30 minutes. The buses are like crammed full of people. It costs 1 kwai. 7.5 kwai equals $1. It costs 1 kwai per trip. So I get on there. Sometimes I get a seat. Sometimes I don't. I usually end up giving up my seat for somebody because on the bus I feel worse than on the subway, but we'll get to that later. So I usually end up standing on the bus for about 30 minutes, which is okay. It's not bad. I get to look at things, and on the way I pass Carrefour, which is like the French Walmart, the Beijing Zoo, lots of like cool things that I get to see and all this stuff for about 30 minutes. Get off the bus, run across the street, go into Fuqingmen Station where I have to run down a staircase full of people, like elbow to elbow, running down the stairs, trying to get the train before it leaves the platform. And then I buy my ticket, which is 3 kwai, hand it to the lady, she rips it. I walk down the stairs into this huge mass of people and stand in line to get onto a train. And then like the doors of the train open, and sometimes it's okay, and sometimes you look around and it's just like wall to wall, people standing on 1 foot, literally, because there's no room, there's no standing room in them at all, and so they just cram and cram, and like if there's no room and you want on the subway, you'll just like push whoever's like in front of you. You'll just like shove, literally. They will just like push each other until they can get onto the subway so the doors can close, and then everyone kind of like breathes and kind of like conforms against the glass or wherever they happen to be. It's crazy. So I jump down the blue line on Fuqingmen and they transfer at Fuqingmen where I have to get off that train and then go across some hallways and up an escalator, and then I'm at the entry for line 1, which is Fuqingmen, not Fuqingmen, but Fuqingmen. And then I get on Fuqingmen line 1, and then I pass. Like all the really cool sites are on line 1, so like my stops are Shidan, which is kind of uneventful, but there's a big mall, and then Tiananmen West, like Tiananmen Square, Tiananmen East, Tiananmen Square, then Wangfujing, which is like the main, like not the main shopping area, but a huge tourist spot. A lot of my pictures on my MySpace are from Wangfujing, and then after Wangfujing is Dongdan, and then Jiangguomen, and then one other one, and then I get off at Guamao. So it's 8 stops on the red line. So 9 stops total, which it's not. It only takes like 20 minutes. Don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining about the length of the trip. I'm just explaining how it is. And then I have to like fight my way off and then out and then choose one of 4 exits, and it's just like sometimes it's just very overwhelming to be like, whoa, okay, breathe. There's like thousands of people that all want on this exact same train that I'm in line to get on, and in that I have changed a little bit. Like my mentality has become somewhat more like self-centered a little bit. Not, I don't think to the point where it's become a negative. It's just a matter of like it's hard, you know. It's like what are you talking about? What's happening here? What, like I